casual B&E. Nobody was harmed.
Good morning. It's another beautiful day here in Korça. We spent another morning in the house getting some work done and had breakfast there, but now we are out and about.
We're going to the medieval museum close to where we had dinner our first night in town. A lot of stuff in Korça is really close together.
Yeah, it's very easy to walk around the city and we're really enjoying doing that. We got a lot of steps in yesterday. But we read about this museum. It's supposed to be one of the best museums in the Balkans. The price is a bit more than most museums. It's 700 lek. I'm not sure if we'll be allowed to take you inside with us. If we are, we definitely will. Let's go there now. We just came out of the Medieval Art Museum. We've been to a lot of museums around the world, and I think this was one of my favorite museums we've ever been to. Just in terms of the history inside and the beauty and how well it was laid out.
One of the craziest parts is that it's all just on display. It's not behind plexiglass. There are these priceless artworks from the 14th century that you can just poke them.
Yeah, I mean, you shouldn't poke them. Don't touch them. This is a really important museum for this type of iconography. It's all religious art, but it's not so much like about the religion as it is about the time periods that each piece was created in and the breadth of the work of different artists. You have to do the audio tour if you go. That's worthwhile.
And it's part of the price of the ticket.
I think we were here about an hour and a half. But we also wanted to go check out Albania's oldest school, which is on the walking street. We didn't make it in time before it closed yesterday, and we're about an hour till closing time right now, so we're gonna head right over there. It's been a while since I've seen an internet cafe. Country, really. Going to an internet cafe really used to be the only way that you could get online and reach home, call your family on Skype and things like that.
Do a job interview from China?
Yeah. When we first started traveling more than 10 years ago, that was what you had to do. Nowadays, it's just so much easier. Comment below if you were traveling back in the days when you had to go to internet cafes and could only, you know, get online once in a while.
Yeah. You really made your family worry about you in a foreign country.
Comment below if that was you too.
Here we are in front of Albania's first school and museum of education. The Albanian language is fascinating because it's its own thing. There's no other language that's really like Albanian. We were talking to one of the comedians and they told us that when a group of really big smart people decided to codify the Albanian language and like, this is how you write Albanian, he said that because Albania was subjugated to so many different empires over the centuries, that they really could have picked any of the different alphabets. They could have used the Arabic script, they could have used Cyrillic or the Roman script when they said, okay, this is how you do Albanian, and they chose the Roman script, which is good for us. We still can't read it, but we can look at it and be like, I could take a swing at that.
We're allowed to film inside, so that's pretty great. Entrance was 300 lek per person.
People used to be giants.
Sitting here at the desks, these are just a recreation of the original desks here at the school, but you kind of get a sense of what it must have been like to sit here as a student. We just walked through the museum. Quite an interesting place to visit. It's pretty small, so it didn't take long to go through it, maybe half an hour.
I thought we were going to learn more about the formation of the Albanian language.
Me too. There was just a bit about that.
It was like a newsletter. It's like, hey, we came up with this language. Here's what it looks like and sounds like.
I really enjoyed learning about the first all-girls school as well, which was built just nearby. I think it was not only the first girls' school in Albania, but it was the first girls' school in all of the Balkans. So that was really interesting to learn.
They've got a lot of cool artifacts from the formation of the school. It's crazy to think that it wasn't that long ago.
There are some cool sound installations inside. It's a well-done museum. I think it's cool to preserve this type of history because it was not easy for them to get education in this country, and to open these schools was quite a feat.
There were even a lot of stops and starts as they were getting started, thanks to invasions in World War I and World War II and communism.
Makes you really appreciate having grown up at a time when education was like, you know, almost something we as kids were like, ugh, I have to go to school.
I go to school for nerds.
But for people back then, it was really a big deal.
Definitely worth a visit.
Yeah.
We definitely learned 300 lek worth of history.
300 lek, it's not much, but it's a cool museum to support as well because it's neat that it exists. Now we're going to head to the Romanian house
To see art installation of photos.
There is an important photographer who
Worked for Life magazine?
we'll go learn more there.
We'll go find out because that was a question and not a statement.
So the Museum of Jan Milli, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right.
Nope, it's locked.
It's locked, okay. We missed out again today. Maybe we can try again tomorrow.
That plan failed, but we are hungry, so we're gonna look up if we can get some food.
Ooh, check out Secret.
Ooh, yeah. Wanna go to Secret? That was a great meal at Secret. There are a lot of good restaurants on this street here, Boulevard Republica. And now we're gonna go to...
Beerland.
There is a Korca Brewery here in town, so we're gonna go check that out. We're just taking a wander now, making our way to Beerland.
Just wandering the streets here in Korçë. There's a lot of cobblestone lanes that you can just walk down and see what you find. By this church. I'm gonna go check it out inside. See this like
We haven't been inside too many churches in Albania. It's not an extremely religious country. Like, people are maybe identifying as different religions, but they don't necessarily practice. So you just don't have that same vibe as we did maybe in Romania, where you see people going to church every day. That yellow church is just by the Museum of Medieval Art, which I'm walking past right now. Steve was way up ahead. He needs to use the bathroom, so he ran ahead. The brewery is just past the Museum of Medieval Art, so you could plan your day out to head there after. Ran into a Spanish couple who we had met this morning at the museum. I don't know if you can see them walking back there in the distance, but yeah, they just ran into Steve-O too. And they just came from the brewery, but they said it's not open, so I don't know if we'll be able to actually go in and see the brewery or just drink some beers. But also, there's randomly a horse in this park right now. So that's fun. I think I'm almost to the brewery and Steve-O's definitely already there, so gotta go catch him.
Well, it's gotta be it. Oh yeah, Birra Korca. Perfect. I was directed this way, but it's pretty empty. Not sure. Oh, maybe in here? Here? Okay. I don't think this is right, but that's a cool space. Alright, I really don't know if this is where I'm supposed to be, but this is pretty cool. There's a ton of kegs and beer bottles Oh, this is cool. We rode one of these in Cambodia in Siem Reap. A friend of ours owned one. She bought one, brought it over from China. You pedal, and you drink, and you just ride around. Nice guys back there just told me to go this way. They saw me looking at the car. They didn't speak any English, and my Albanian is lacking. Anybody need a pallet? Or a ton of beer? Huh. Super cool. I wandered into the brewery, and I don't think I was supposed to be on the grounds. As you saw, I was walking around. Ran into Valentina, who looked at me like, "Why are you here?" and was escorting me out, but I was trying to chat her up to see who she was. She told me she was the chef. Anyways, I asked her if I could do a tour, and she brought me inside. And Steve called, and we're in the command center right now, where Christo, the lovely gentleman here,
We're not supposed to be here.
we're not supposed to be here, but we are, and everyone is so friendly and nice. I freaking love Albania. And Christo's getting us more beer straight from the source. Wow. See all of the silos from the inside. That is so cool. Wow. Yeah, now it stops. We're back inside that room I had first wandered into. This is the original wall from 1926. So this brewery's been here since then. Each one of these silos has 500 hectoliters of beer, which is 500,000 liters. And this is the original brewery here. This has been here since 1926. A little bit of reconstruction, but Christo says down below he's staying, that's where we were looking in his commander center. That's so cool. And then there's puppies. Are you serious right now? Oh, hi. Hi, beautiful. As you saw, Steve had gone ahead to go to the bathroom. So when I got here, I didn't know where to go. And I just kind of walked in, which is a thing I like to do. But it turned out I wasn't supposed to be in that part, but the guard kind of just like pointed me that direction when I went in the gate. I don't know. Anyway, I definitely wasn't supposed to be there. Cheers.
B&E.
It was casual B&E. Nobody was harmed.
I just wish I was as cool as you to casually commit crimes.
Like,
as
man,
well as you.
I didn't know where you were, and I just walked in the open door, and the guard literally pointed for me to go that way. It was just so nice to meet Christo and have a nice chat with him. Steve-O's hand is covered in writing. We were just trying to, you know, communicate with him as best we could. Our phones weren't working, so we didn't really have Google Translate to use.
We learned a lot about each other.
We did. It was like one of those old school kind of conversations where you don't have your phone and you're just like miming to each other to chat. It was really fun. Next door to the brewery itself is this huge beer garden. And that's where you can
That's where you're supposed to go.
go and get beers. I don't think they regularly do tours. But we got one. We're very lucky. And we get to show you, so that's pretty fun too. This is a very nice area. I bet this gets really packed out on the weekends in the summer.
Yeah, it's big enough. It was a cool tour. Like we did end up getting a tour.
We totally did. It's not something we can promise you that you can do if you come here. Don't
Just walk
wander
in.
into
Just
the brewery.
walk in. Just be like, yeah, I'm supposed to be here, and they will end up giving you a tour and free beer.
That might not happen, but do come to the beer garden nearby. Beer is very cheap.
100 lek for a 500 ml bottle of the dark beer.
I think 70 for
70
400
lek
mils
for
of
the
draft.
blonde. Yeah, drawn to the blonde. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying.
Super good prices. Food was yummy too. We had some mixed grill stuff.
French fries, a lot of brown food.
That was a very silly experience. To think I almost went home to take a nap.
This is way cooler than a
Way
nap.
cooler. Now we are gonna head back home. We will catch you tomorrow. We're hoping to do some more adventures. We've just been having so much fun here in Korça. It's really a cool spot.
Definitely make your way down here.
If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel and like this video. It really helps us out and we appreciate it so much.
We really do.
We've got a lot more Albania adventures to come.
A lot more.
So stay tuned. We'll see you next time.